study,
and play come together on a Windows 11 PC.
And for a limited time, college students get
The best
of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
TGIF, WWT Live Universe. This is your PR princess, your timeless elite, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me on this jam-packed Friday edition of WWT Live. We're continuing the fallout for WrestleMania, but we got a lot of breaking news that happened right before we were just getting on. Obviously, of course, we have SmackDown tonight, but we got a lot of news catching up around the wrestling world. But thankfully, I'm not alone. I'm happy this is a ladies edition of WWT because we got a lot to talk about. I always love it when she's here, and she's always been with me on any events regarding ISPW. It is your sweetest oos, Wrestling with Honey, in the building.
Buzz, buzz, my beautiful busy bees. Happy Friday. You already know what day it is. So I will be seeing y'all later on at 8 o'clock. But until then, you're going to deal with me here because there's a lot going on. And I'm happy to be here. Good to see you, sis. I've missed you so much. Good to see your face. What's up, chat? And thank you, Lynette, for birthday wishes and everybody who wished me happy birthday. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Mwah. Mwah.
Shout out to Eric Isaac, shout out to Lynette, shout out to Michael Vasquez in the chat. But yeah, I mean, it's a Friday. You would think we would be having lighter news and fun news. Well, right before we got on, courtesy of Fightful. Fortunately, you know this, we had to deal with rounds of WWE releases because this is an ongoing story that is happening right now as we speak. I'm sure we'll probably be getting a lot of updates left and right. But so far, we know Alba Fire, Nikki Cross confirmed it on her socials. Joe Gacy and Zoe Starks are the ones that unfortunately will be released. I know we here at WWT do wish them the best on their endeavors. And this is a lot to take in, especially with the fact we are a few days out for WrestleMania. But honey, I just want to get your reaction to this because this is really huge and it does kind of suck because we don't like to see anybody lose a job, especially in today's job market.
Yeah, this one's a little, I mean, before I let my emotions get the better of me, this is the part of the aftermath of WrestleMania that nobody likes, including us.
Honey, I don't, before I get you a reaction, I just found out on Fightful that Uncle Howdy got released from WWE courtesy of Fightful. Yeah. Just let that sink in for a bit.
No. What? No. You know what? I might have to mute my mic. Today.
Well, before you do your reaction,
go ahead.
You have to bring in our lady in charge of WWT because she's been working on the ground, and we get to hear her thoughts regarding these releases. And it's our boss lady, TK.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Hi, boss lady. Good to see you. I'm so happy to see your face.
Good to see you too. Yeah, we in here. I mean, post wrestle. I mean, it's part of the curse. It's never fun to get released.
No.
But you know, unfortunately, like if you look at all the people who are released, or particularly the people in these pictures, did they have any big storylines for WrestleMania? Yeah, and it's not through any fault of their own, but I've always been saying it's return on investment. At the end of the day, you're going to look at, no matter what you do, you're going to look at the books. And if this person or this thing is not returning the investment that you're putting into them, then, and you need to make cuts, then that's what it is. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So yeah.
Yeah, that's always the hardest part, especially in any job, and thinking like, is it always a good investment? Not everything is a good investment. We don't like to see anybody get released of any job, but
Right.
It's going to take probably some time. I mean, I know around this time last year, we had so many releases left and right. And this is something Matt Cardona posted. And he said this too, because he was in their shoes. You could either wallow and weep and not do anything, or you can rewrite your story and do something bigger and greater than you did previously.
Right. And, Bosa's, saying Nikki hadn't wrestled in 3 years. I mean, you saw her come back, but, they didn't make use of her. Same thing with Zoe. And I think Zoe, with her, she was trying to find, or they were trying to find something for her to do, a footing for her to make sense. And it was never quite, in my opinion, it was never quite right. Like, she had the potentials to be a star, and, it just, they couldn't find the story. And sometimes it's not about the wrestler. It's just about, there's so many stories going on. It's just not having the right story, not having the right angle, not having the right gimmick, so it's like a lot of different things. So it's unfortunate. I hope, the only good thing I can say about this is WWE is par of the course, meaning that if you are a wrestler, in particular for WWE, you should be saving your money, because you never know when it's going to happen. So, it's like the writing, not necessarily the writing's on the wall, but they release people all the time.
They do.
Yep.
Like, it's very rare. It's a small group of individuals, and I'm sure Bosa, if you have some time, you can look it up. It's only a small group of individuals that have remained in the company consistently for a long period of time. So if you get the opportunity to be signed with WWE, yeah, don't be overspending, because you just don't know, and you could be working out and doing everything that you need to do possibly, but if there's no story, there's no story, and if there's no story, then there's no return on investment. No money's coming in for you, then therefore, so yeah, it's unfortunate.
I'm just gonna stay quiet and keep it logical. You guys will see my rant on the watch along tonight. There will be one, guaranteed. A few.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's probably it. But we do wish them all the best in their endeavors. Like I said, we don't like to see anybody lose a job, but it's a good opportunity for them to really reset, refresh, and just figure out what they want to do. It's a good opportunity. Yeah. But also,
also the good thing is they can never not say that they're a former WWE talent. That holds weight.
That does. It does hold a lot of weight on a resume. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a.
And shout out to Christina in the chat, and I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, man. Oh, well, that's hard.
Oh no, Christina, it got worse. Oh no.
But yeah.
It's that WrestleMania bug.
That's Uncle Howdy is gone.
Yeah, that's that WrestleMania bug. She was in amongst the people. I'm surprised Zed's not sick.
This is a lot. This is a lot. I mean, it's inevitable. The releases after Mania obviously are inevitable. The budget cuts and all of that stuff, and the decisions as to what's the right choice for the direction they're going with for the product. That's totally understood. But it just really sucks, because it's like there was so much investment in some of these superstars. Like now, Chelsea Green doesn't have a secret Hervis. Like now the Wyatt Six is no more. Like there is no freaking Wyatt Six anymore after the way they came out. Somebody said in the chat here, like they didn't even get to reach their peak at all. Like their peak was their arrival. basically.
Mhm.
And it sucks, like, because it was like you thought it was going to capitalize in a good way from then on, but it just kept diminishing. They kept pulling them back. They put tag titles on them out of nowhere. They just started doing all these different things, and the essence of Uncle Howdy just started getting lost in the sauce. It's just
They also wrestled on AAA too. They made
Yeah.
appearances.
yeah, and it's just unfortunate, but we do wish these talents the best, because they are all very, very amazing, worthy talents in the ring. Thank you guys for what you have done.
Absolutely.
And continue to do.
Absolutely. And another thing that happened, and it was a teaser. Lucha Underground teased on their socials. We don't know what happened. This is kind of developing, but I would just want to get your quick thoughts on this, because Lucha Underground's teasing, and yeah.
It is so funny. I said this to somebody literally maybe sometime last week. I was like, man, I really miss Lucha Underground, because they just had such a, like, it was just a different type of show. Like it was amazing. Now, will they be able to recreate that magic in the era that we're in right now? I don't know, because when they first came out, there wasn't as much televised wrestling. There was a lot of wrestling, but there wasn't this as much televised wrestling. So I'm curious if they're going to be able to, if this is going to be in seasons, if this is going to be like, how they're going to play it out. I think personally, hopefully it's in seasons versus trying to go all year round, because I don't think that's the play. So yeah, hopefully I'm man, I can't wait. Now all the characters, like they've all moved on. So now would they be able to recreate that magic? Because the magic were the wrestlers, and all the wrestlers have moved on, except for they might be able to do some of the AEW talent, but the drama and how Lucha Grant, like the falling of Lucha Underground, as far as the financial, would those people want to work with them again? There's a lot of different factors.
That's the question. There's many different factors, and you kind of brought that up too, because I don't know with WWE, but maybe, like you said, AEW or their partners and counterparts, CMLL. That could also be another option as well, because CMLL looks like they could work with some other Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, because they have some stars from AEW to work on there. So that's also an opportunity. All year round, you just kind of put the money part in there. So it's kind of like, well, where are we going with this? I mean, they could do like quarterly seasons or special episodes devoted to that. So that's another thing too, but very curious on how this is going to go, because Lucha Underground has a lot of historic history and many stars from not just WWE, but AEW and even
so
TNA.
Many.
So many.
There's so many that I didn't even realize that I saw them in Lucha Underground, and it didn't dawn on me. It's like, oh shoot, that's Prince Puma. That's like you didn't even put the two together, because the character work was so good that you didn't realize this was the next iteration of who that wrestler was. So yeah, I was definitely a fan of
an extension of their character.
Yeah,
I think this is cool though. A big fan. I think this is really cool. I mean, they've been literally dormant since 2018. Pretty much since the first time since 2019, they've teased, and it's been a long silence with them. But there've also been other speculations, that they have season scripts ready to go. There's been trademark filings and things like that, and there's been a lot of promises for big things for 2026. Familiar faces, old debts. So I like the tease. I like where it's going, and I can't wait to see what direction they move in and what's going to really set it off when they really say, "Here, we're back." So,
yep, it's one of those things. But we shall see what Lucha Underground does next, because it's going to be a developing story. Also, there's a lot of breaking news, and it's only Friday. Courtesy of PWI Insider, Evil is signed with WWE. Courtesy of Mike Johnson for PWI Insider. I just want to get you guys' quick thoughts on this signing, because this could be very interesting, especially with the fact too, because they have been teasing this for the last couple months. They also thought David Finlay was going to WWE, but that wasn't the case. He went to AEW, but Evil, they've been chirping it for the last couple months, and just wanted to get your quick thoughts on this latest signing from WWE.
Bro, I mean, not bro to the ladies on here, but man, like it's I'm bringing back my terrible analogies. It's like you break up with your boyfriend to have another boyfriend the same day. For real? That's what we doing? That's what we doing? You couldn't even wait a week?
You hop out,
like I'm gonna mourn the loss.
Hop out of one car, get into the next one. Like, damn.
Yeah, like man, like we couldn't even wait it. Like that's just messed up.
It hasn't even been a month yet.
Yeah, I would feel away. Like, wait, you let me go. And again, all jokes aside, it's kind of one of those things where like, okay, there's reasons, and I'm sure some of the superstars saw the writing on the wall. However, it's still it already still hurts. You got let go, you don't have a job, right? And then a couple hours later, the same company that you got let go from, it hires somebody else. Come on, man. That's just terrible for the psyche. That's just like, I know business is business, but
I also heard
business, by the way.
I also heard that there's possible plans that his name's not going to be Evil in WWE, which is most likely going to be a thing.
It wouldn't shock me at all. It really was. Like, look what they did to Jeff Cobb.
God, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Oh,
JC McCool. Okay. If that is your real name.
Yeah. Dylan, if you see that one, you're more than welcome to clip that one, because I'm like, yeah, like what? Can you imagine? You heartbroken, you just lost the love of your life, and then you see the love of your life hopping in, posting on the gram. Like, oh yeah, I've loved her forever. Me?
Living my best life. Like what?
Living my best life. Holding hands, the post, their hands on top of each other, just walking hand in hand on the beach. When did they have time to do that? We just broke up. Like,
damn, like I didn't even get to mourn the relationship.
You didn't reset, you didn't do anything. It's like, come on.
You didn't do nothing. You didn't have time to change your clothes.
That boy pulled, and that boy, he just showed up with a selfie with WWE, like
yeah, I'm signed. Like, I'm here.
Crazy.
I can't, but I'm excited for it though. I want to see what Evil looks like in WWE. So let's see.
I mean, I want to see how he does. I want to see what he does.
We either see if he's gonna rise, or we see him get released by next year after WrestleMania.
Oh dear God. Oh my God.
It's one or the other. I'm just saying, man. You never know. Your favorite's favorite could get released right now. Could be getting released right now. There's more releases happening right now.
There'll be more probably during the weekend.
There's only, I would say, if we kind of go through the roster, and I'm guesstimating as far as a number, but I feel like there's probably maybe 10 to 15 people that are like, if you were betting that they wouldn't get released. Probably, and that might be a high number, honestly. So, yeah.
That is. And also, while we were talking about Evil, we did find out another release. It was Andre Chase that got released too, because he posted it on his socials a few minutes ago. So,
well, that's no offense, no offense, but Chase, that thing was dead a long time ago. Come on.
It's like
he had so long and so much opportunity to revamp it, change his whole shit up. No, he's just staying with that damn sweater with that big ass U on it, and he's sticking.
Oh no, she said the damn sweater. It's kind of on the eve of Michael Jackson's movie premiering today. Remember when he died, and I think it was Farrah Fawcett who died earlier that day, and everybody forgot about that. That's essentially what's happening right now.
It's kind of crazy because
it's not funny, but it's just like, man, like your timing's terrible. Well, WWE can control this one. It's not death.
Well, it's kind of it's kind of crazy.
That release could have happened months ago, and we still wouldn't. No offense.
Well, it's kind of crazy because 10 years ago we were talking about Chyna's death. Because I'll never forget the minute she died, and then a few days later, Prince passed away. So it's like timing.
And the coinky dink of the Hall of Fame just happening to be on the death of Chyna's day, but just saying that's crazy.
Well. I mean, it's kind of like when Chyna comes into the discussion, it's kind of almost like oh my god, I just had the word in my head. Conspiracy theory. Like,
Mhm.
do you
Mhm.
really think that, you know, and no offense to China, because I definitely do think she should be in the Hall of Fame, but do you really think that
Alone.
that was a thought? Like, oh dang, this is when she passed away. Let's like
Oh
have it on there. Like, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's kind of like, you
Oh
know, one of those
yeah.
things where
I wonder, yeah.
yeah.
It's just something you wonder. I had
It's
to
one
say
of
it.
those things. It's one of those things we probably may not get the answer to, but it's always something to think about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. WW, just let me in the door. I just want to hear the
Well-
news. I won't tell nobody. I just it's
Just sign that
it's like,
NDA. Sign the NDA.
I will
and-
sign the NDA, and I just want to know what is going on, because some things y'all doing is questionable. Like, who said it was okay? You couldn't wait until Monday, because Saturday, Sunday is kind of like a dead zone to announce people. You couldn't wait until Monday right before Raw because people are looking for, like,
Well,
man.
you would think with
all right.
releases, but yesterday, and it's funny, Cunny, because you guys on Kayfabe were talking about Saudi. We found out Night of Champions. We will be in Saudi. Well, Riyadh in Saudi, June 27th. That'll be their next PLE on the card, because we know we have Backlash, we have Clash in Italy, and oh my God, there was another. Oh, Saturday night's main event, and now we
Yes.
have Night of Champions.
Hmm.
Thoughts? Any thoughts?
I mean,
Well,
yo,
bring
return
bring on the cat suits. Here we go again.
I mean, return on investment.
Mhm.
People may not agree with what they're doing, but I think the people in accounting are, and you make those
Wow.
decisions. I don't. At the end of it, I think that's another reason why they came back to Vegas. Like, if you were in Vegas and you saw, like, you're literally, even though Vegas is one of those places where the hotels, I didn't post it. I walked from one hotel to the other thinking that was going to be a short walk. 45 minutes later, and I was already halfway into the walk, and I was like, all right, well, I have 20 more minutes, whatever. But
As well.
everywhere you went was plastered with WWE stuff, superstars on big buildings. And like, I think Bianca, I was staying at the MGM, and I saw Bianca across the street from me, like in a big, so it's just kind of one of those things that's one of the reasons why they went back to Vegas. So it's
Business is business as usual.
Well,
business is it's nothing but business.
Well, speaking of business, we do have one of our constituents from WWT, and I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say with everything that's happening. It's our councilman, Mr. Will.
Honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey.
I'm fucking sad. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry for the F-bomb, but I'm sad.
Why
doesn't really sound like you're sad, but okay.
The Wyatt 6 is no more.
Mad and sad. I'm sad inside, but I'm mad on the outside.
Yeah,
Elbow Fire is gone too. Not
like
Elbow
the minute they did Nikki, I was like, oh no. The minute I heard Nikki, I said, oh no, they're going to dismantle.
But Eric Rowan and Dexter still hanging in.
Yeah, they both are.
I find that very interesting, especially that Howdy's gone.
I think it makes sense. They ain't do nothing with him.
Yeah.
They ain't do nothing with him.
Like I said to the ladies earlier, I said their peak was their arrival, which is unfortunately.
And it's all WWE fault. What could have been something dope, you just let fade away.
Like, just Cross and now this shit.
Yep.
Let go of Alba Fire, Zoe Stark.
Well, Zoe I saw coming because I don't think her injury got any better. Like they said she was gonna be out even longer. Like, yeah, I just don't think they wanted to cover them bills.
Nikki, Joe, Howdy, Zoe, Alba Fire, Andre.
No, I think they're gonna still cover the bills. I think they'll still. I don't think it has to do with the bills. I think it has to do one, when they're gonna come back, and then two, with what they're coming back to. I think, and because I've seen it in some cases where they have. I know people where they have covered those bills, regardless if they're with the company or not. So,
and I think Zoe will be back.
I think they just didn't have a story for her.
Yeah, no, and I think so. I think they'll do what they've been doing with everybody else. Like, she'll be gone for a little bit, and then she popped back up in TNA. Like
that, I would like to see. I would like to.
That
see
would be nice.
Her and Alba. Like, I think both of them could get a better shine and bring so much more to the Knockouts division on TNA. And I think better
They
shine.
could use that oomph in the knockouts division right now.
Speaking of opportunities and taking a shot, do you think that Chelsea Green will finally accept my application to be her secret herbalist now?
Nah, you don't listen. You don't listen enough.
Oh man.
Damn.
Well,
Damn. I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
like,
Damn.
Honey knows she can't be second in command. Like she already know this. She ain't gonna take no orders from Chelsea.
Well, I know you can't. I know you can't take 40.
If the money's right, I will. Listen, shit.
Honestly, I don't believe that.
I don't either.
now that you say that, Will, I think you're right. I think you're right. And it also resonated. It also is like,
if you heard the way she was talking about Liv Morgan and her dance shit, that's why I was like, you see, this is why right here. This is why. Also, too, Courtney.
Yes.
Are y'all really taking Darby Allin serious as champ? Like, how long y'all gonna let this go? How long this gonna happen?
Give me a month. You know, it's funny. I had a conversation with Flobo about this because he was upset Andrade lost. I said, let the man hold it for a month. And you missed my pipe bomb last week because I really said a lot of things regarding Darby Allin's win here on WWT. Give him a month. Just give him a whole month.
That dude weighed 89 pounds. How's him falling on top of you a finisher? Like, just like you don't hurt. Get off me. Like, get off me. You like that didn't hurt. Oh, non-believable ass shit.
Wow. Okay.
Darby. Well, you know, honey, you got SmackDown happening tonight. What do we have in store for Friday Night SmackDown? So we can send it to our producer from the future.
Yes, our Friday Night SmackDown watch along will be commencing tonight at 8:00 with yours truly, the sweetest Oos. And we got a lot going on. It is the first Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania. It feels like it's been the longest week to get here, but we are here. Cody Rhodes is expected to be in town for tonight. Wonder what's next for the QB1. We also have the new champ on SmackDown, new women's champion Rhea Ripley, Mommy. We shall see what's next for her and her journey on SmackDown. And we also have United States Championship title on the line, Julia and Tiffany Stratton. Is it Tiffy time? Is it time for Tiffy to get a U.S. title? Is she going to do it? Or is Julia going to retain? We don't know. We will find out. This, of course, the Bellas, or Brie Bella and Paige becoming new tag champs. And we will see the fate of the women's division and the tag division on SmackDown later tonight. And of course, TK's old Trick Willie celebrating his United States Championship win. Hopefully we get some good entertainment tonight from Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers, because, you know, we always got to make a call to 1-800-WHOOP-THAT every Friday. And the Samoan Werewolf will be in the house as well for Friday Night SmackDown after coming off of appearing and challenging Roman for the title at Backlash and defeating Drew McIntyre in the unsanctioned match from WrestleMania. So pretty excited to see what's going to happen. I don't know what else is expected to happen, but it should be fun. Hopefully. But you can see it with me tonight.
So we can just... So where Jacob at? Where is Jacob? Like, what do we like? Yo, like, do they just get to now go wherever they want to go? Like, is that it? And they just not telling us that now? Like, hey, you can go to Raw if you feel like it and go challenge whatever. Like, what's happening?
Feels like it.
And why is Cody live after taking a punt kick Saturday?
That you mentioned that last night. Okay, Fabe. There's no reason why anybody's coming back from a punt kick the night after. It always takes a couple weeks.
Not for Super Cody, for some reason.
It's Dion's fault.
It's Dion's fault.
Nah, this is funny. Your fault.
It's funny. Killer. Man.
Yeah, Honey's a faction killer. That's gonna be her new shirt she got coming.
Yikes.
Damn. Killer.
Yikes.
What does that got to do with Cody?
Something. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, you can find out what happens on SmackDown with yours truly, the sweetest juice, for our Honey Night SmackDown watch along, and should be fun. Can't wait. It's gonna be not as exciting because my white 6 is gone, but whatever.
Why the tag team titles ain't on the line tonight? Like, it's 3 hours, ain't it? Like,
I mean, you got some tag teams up there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, will R-Truth and Damian Priest be in action? Curious.
Well, unfortunately, they may help Miss Lola Vice because Lola said she has people that need to back her up with Sean Spears and The Calling. But
so you think there's an NXT connection?
Maybe.
Okay. I like it.
We shall see. It wouldn't be shocked me if it was Damian and R-Truth that came in.
Okay.
You think I feel like they don't start those things until like they're married now. Like for some reason, because I was like, I don't know, like, you know, like I feel like as WWE, it's like, I don't know if this relationship is gonna last. And it's like, do I really want to now bring that story into there?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
Because if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna be petty and go ahead and give me a storyline with Jada and Jay. Yeah, she mine.
I just saw Dion's text, Councilman.
I mean, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
I just saw his text. He's so. I can't even be mad when he does it because it's like it's funny. He's like it's because he's right.
Yeah, but hey, you were killing all factions, and now one of your hey, it's balance. But you know, hey, you just gotta believe they'll be back. Just like I believe in the mayor.
Me too. Do we say his name?
I mean, I just said it. So
no,
he's not.
Somebody did.
Why are we saying his name? Is he?
Appears, I believe it
Said.
Oh well, we said his name. Nothing happened. This is the first time it didn't work.
I guess it didn't work.
He didn't have the Dion effect because the way Dion came in on kayfabe last night was top tier. Top tier.
That is definitely a 2026 clip right there.
Oh, 2026.
Well, we said it. We said it. What's next, Courtney?
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting because we have a lot of stories. So this was supposed to be the match that was supposed to happen at WrestleCon, but it didn't happen. But we did find out, courtesy of Post Wrestling, TNA reimbursed WrestleCon for hotel and flight expenses for Leon Slater, and they resolved the issues. And the owner, the owner of WrestleCon, spoke with Post Wrestling and did not hear back from Chris Silva since Slater's removal. But that changed on Thursday evening. WrestleCon shared an update on the situation and that the company has been reimbursed for expenses related to the booking. He goes on to say he took a beating the last few weeks, so I want to give Carlos Silva his props today. A week ago, he called me personally to explain his reasoning for pulling the match. He then asked if there was anything he could do to make up for it. I simply asked that he reimburse me for Leon's flights, hotel, since he was no longer wrestling for us. Today, I was reimbursed for the flight, hotel as promised. Thank you, Carlos. But as we mentioned over the weekend, it was supposed to be him versus Ricochet, but it got changed with the Gates of Agony and Ricochet teaming up with Jet Speeds, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey with Michael Oku in a 6-man tag match. And during that match, everybody chanted FTNA. But before we even talk about that, we do have to bring in another constituent for WWT since he said his name and he appears.
His name and he appears. I believe it
Said.
Constituent.
Well, what are the
mayor?
rights
The mayor is an elected official. The constituent is the public, the people.
Don't you represent the people?
Right, but that doesn't make me a constituent. Constituents here, elected official up here. You gotta.
I'm not even gonna answer.
By the way, I saw Ricochet after this match at the Super Show because I got to the Vegas maybe just after it ended. Ricochet was in a hotel showing free feet. Can be given out for free, Ricky.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
You got there and sandals, barefooted. Can't be giving the feet away for free. Can't be TK out here. We gotta make every dollar.
Will, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm just agreeing with him. Every dollar got to get made. Man. That's wasting money right there. That's why he ain't be wasting money making bad decisions.
Where are you, said?
Why that gotta be a part of the show? Like, like I just be where I be at.
He's out and about. He's running the
You should be used to me being at remote locations. I don't gotta disclose my address.
Running Vice City. He's running Vice City.
Speaking of Vice City, Izzy Dame, we are not amused.
Said's about to pound the streets.
I'm ignoring that. Speaking of Vice City, Izzy Dame, we are not amused. I saw you walking through my section at Mania. I could have sniped you before you had the opportunity. I spared you. But we're gonna handle that on Tuesday.
I don't know.
On Tuesday? I don't know what time to either.
I don't even know either.
Well, none of y'all watched NXT?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what we doing?
I mean, I knew what happened.
So how y'all?
You better tune into my client on Tuesday nights. God damn it, we didn't wait years for this.
Vice City running wild, and y'all ain't checking it out. That's crazy.
What's next, Courtney?
This is gonna get very, very interesting with The Rock because, well, we found out he missed several TKO board meetings last year and made $900,000 in royalties. And this is kind of an ongoing story that we found out the last couple of days. The Rock was the only TKO board member to miss more than 25% of meetings in 2025, according to the company's annual proxy report. That is publicly that people can see filed with the SEC. And the report stated that during TKO's 2025 fiscal year, the board met 5 times and that each incumbent director attended at least 75% of the meetings, with the exception of The Rock, who was unable to attend several board meetings due to prior business commitments. And also, he does gain $900,000 in royalties for 2025 as part of a potentially decade-long merchandising and independent contractor agreement he signed upon joining the TKO board in January 2024. He also received $600,000 in reimbursement for travel expenses associated with delivering services under what the filing refers to as the Johnson Service Agreement, understood to cover his appearance at the January 6th Raw on Netflix premiere, the following NXT and Elimination Chamber. And he's now fully vested for the $30 million in Class A TKO stock he was scheduled to earn as part of the agreement. His $7 production company also earned less than $120,000 to provide production services for a potential non-script project on what the filing describes as terms. And pretty much, I'm not going to go further into detail regarding Uncle Dave, but he kind of said that The Rock is a primary target for organizers in Saudi, and also reported sources within the country have indicated a desire to have The Rock on their show. And it's an ongoing story, by the way, because this was reported yesterday. TK, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I used to call for The Rock because there was so much of potential as far as storyline, and I've lost hope. He doesn't, and it's kind of one of those things, again, kind of going back to my first analogy too. It's kind of like at the end of the day, it like if you're not in there's a totem pole or a hierarchy of things in relationships and business, and if he missed one of these meetings because he had another business, then you're not that important, and he still collected money. So good for you, Rock, and I don't know, go with God in your business. Like it's and I'm sure there's way more stuff behind the scenes as far as why we haven't seen him and, all that stuff. I think the possibility of a storyline with the Samoan dynasty, I think that's done given where we are right now, as far as everybody, Roman and Jacob and so all that stuff. So at this point, it's just like, I guess make your money, live your best life, but I don't have no hopes for any of that. And I mean, also too, why if he goes to Saudi and he gets the check, good for him. If he doesn't need it and he doesn't care for it, then I don't see him going. The Rock's at this point in time, especially since he's connected with TKO, pretty much seems like he can do whatever he wants to do. I don't want to go in a meeting. Do y'all really need me? Y'all got it.
Meanwhile, he's just sitting on his laptop in like Hawaii or whatever, and he could just sit in the meeting from there. That just sounds like that's what he's doing.
If you're not a priority, then you're not a priority. Then the next day you're gonna see your boyfriend or your girlfriend off with somebody else, and you thought they were the love of your life. That's it. It's a wrap. Wrap it up.
Here comes the other analogy.
Here comes the other said. You don't get it. You have to be there. Said.
You were doing so well in 2026. What the hell was that?
But I mean, I don't have much to say about it. All I got, just GTFOH. Bet by yeah. I'm done holding out hope. I'm done.
This is like literally like Trump X, bro. This is like taxpayer dollars just going to waste.
Mm-hmm.
I saw The Rock, so I don't care what he do. I got to see him and be electrified at NXT. I don't care no more. Y'all missed out. If you didn't get to see him live,
right?
Sucks to you,
right?
But I'm sure in the words of The Rock in this matter, it doesn't matter what meeting he don't show up to. That's The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what The Rock doing right now? The Rock is over there having pie in the jungle, filming Jumanji. My nigga is getting 16-inch laced down Polynesian bundles, putting his head and shooting a one. Fuck my child anymore. And you know what? He you know why he shouldn't show up? Because y'all ain't shit. Because when it was time for Roman and Rock, what y'all do? What all you motherfuckers do? It's too late for him to give you.
We need to finish the story.
Yeah. So The Rock said, fuck y'all. And he got every right to. No more Rock concerts. No more do you smell what he's cooking. No Enjoy Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. That's what you want. That's what you get. You can have old ass CM Punk as your champion since y'all didn't want the people's champ no more. This is why him and Stone Cold don't come back, because y'all didn't appreciate them. And they should stay where they at. Fuck y'all.
Oh. If you do cut that, Dylan, please bleep the, other stuff.
Well, I mean, The Rock has a tequila brand. He's getting honored by Disney legend, so he is going to be a Disney legend in the summer. But
that's that got nothing to do with us.
I know.
Nothing to do with wrestling.
But hey, he's just out there. But
damn it, Dwayne.
But you also know what is out there? The Women's Wrestling Archive, where you could support and make sure to support the past, the present, and the future of women's wrestling.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might think he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Women's Wrestling Archive, and we got some breaking news from our producer from the future, Dylan, and I could tell by the look on Honey's face she's not happy with it.
I have a headache.
I'm not well. This isn't funny. This is just not fun. This is stupid. This sucks. This feeling sucks. But okay. Solo gave back the lantern for what?
Yo.
Christina. Man, you gave it back. Solo gave it back for what? For what? For nothing.
I mean, it makes sense though, because think about what TKO and WWE doing. They don't do the mystical art, all of that scary, spooky shit no more. That's why Aleister Black gonna get let go, because they don't do that no more. It's now all about, can you wrestle? Can you be good on the mic? They don't want to do all that spooky stuff no more, which sucks. They was like, the only spooky thing we doing, Danhausen. That's all you get. And they don't even give him vignettes like that. He just go over there and be funny. That's all we get.
Yep, that's the part right there. And he has one of the top merch sales.
Danhausen is like the AI WWE for them. They was like, we got all our spooky into one. Yeah, the rest of y'all let the whole thing go. Let them all go.
Mm-hmm.
Can we campaign for Kaylee Ray to wrestle Mercedes in 2026?
Yes.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that sooner rather than later.
I don't see why not. That would be a banger of a match. That would be.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. My bad, y'all. I just had my wisdom tooth pulled, and I still came over here today.
Oh, that's right. That was today.
Yep.
Oof.
Thank God I'm on a lot of drugs. And TKO. She don't pay us medical. She don't do nothing. She just be like, she just end up thing like this. Damn. That's crazy.
My insurance.
That's crazy.
Oh.
I missed it so much. Oh God.
Well, Dylan, someone said honey some grub.
Oh man,
that part.
That's why this TK new name. You ain't even Trinidad no. It's TK Canada. That's what she knows.
He's
TK Canada.
Yeah.
Did you change that?
I did.
You did.
You like a real Canadian right now.
Damn, I should have went over there.
I gotta go soon.
That motherfucker looked at her screen and said, "Damn, that's crazy." Click. What's next, Courtney? Like,
TK, you said you gotta go.
Well, TK, you're
Hold on. Before TK go, can you plug what you're about to drop in the drive today?
What am I about to drop in the drive? All the interviews we did?
What are we talking about? Can we be civil?
It's Friday. I mean, it's Friday.
Sed and I did a bunch of interviews where we asked a lot of wrestlers about a really very important question, and it'll be dropping over the next few days. Is that what you're talking about, Sed?
Yeah. Thank you for the tease. Thank you.
No problem. I try my best.
Oh my God.
Now, what they didn't bring up is good news on this. Chase U is fucking over. Andre Chase has been released.
I was like, wait, what?
That's the one that you missed it, Will. Before you came on, we did mention it because somebody brought it up in the chat, and I was like, that's the only one where.
That's the one we have to.
Oh no!
I only hope that Andre Chase still dressed like that everywhere else he go.
Yo, if he trademarked Chase U, he should run with that. Like,
yeah, you can definitely bring it to other promotions.
Yeah.
Copyright it, legalize it as your trademark, and just run with it. Just post on socials.
Andre Chase, the only person I knew had a better sneaker game than Shane McMahon.
Facts. He was up there with Liv and them, honestly.
Liv should be nice.
Boss lady, you have to go. Any last words before you depart?
What's his name?
Well, look out for Well, look out for if Christina's better. Hopefully by then we're going to be covering the Hulk Hogan documentary. So definitely check that out. We did episode 1, which was crazy. Well, not crazy. It did a great. If you watched episode 1, it kind of did a great base to who Hulk Hogan is. I'm interested to see how they're going to do the rest. But yeah, check out for that. Definitely check out Honey. We're having a couple interviews dropping. All the good stuff. Follow me everywhere. Yeah.
Why are you wasting your time watching that and then making content for it? Fuck him.
Because it's still part of wrestling.
Fuck him.
It's still part of wrestling. Right, Courtney? Bye, y'all.
They do the Hollywood Hulk Hogan documentary, then watch that one.
Did anybody watch the Hickenbottom?
I haven't watched it yet. That's on my
Not
to-do.
I mean,
it's on my list. I might do that tonight.
It's on my list to do because there's an interesting stuff on there. And what Brooke Hogan said on socials, yeah, that's a whole conversation.
Oh yeah, Kevin Nash, you ain't shit for not giving me my credit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit for that.
Why? What happened?
I hope your kneecaps give out. Man, took my whole line. In his thing, he was like, Shawn Michaels is the Michael Jordan of wrestling. I'm like, now I wonder who said that first.
Because you actually literally have a viral clip of that. Literally.
I was like, I wonder who said.
You should post that.
He literally has a clip. It's
viral. It's literally viral.
I think it is true that Shawn Michaels is the Michael Jordan of the wrestling industry.
Like we been knew that, Kevin.
Stealing my shit. Just saying. Now they're stealing my shit.
When I see him at the Ontario Comic-Con, send me that video. I'm just gonna walk up to him, put it in his face.
Yep, and be like, you know what you did. Just know the councilman is on your ass. On your ass. I don't care how tall you are. You ain't gonna jackknife powerbomb me. I'm gonna kick you in the face like Goldberg did Brett. Better have your hands up.
I'm just catching strays today.
Strays, and it's Friday. Well, it is Friday, so we're letting
only
loose on
right.
Friday. I have two more stories before we get out of here. AJ Styles. I'm just trying to get up. AJ Styles names 5 attributes that he is looking for wild scout talent for WWE, which is interesting because we were talking about releases earlier. But he explains his scouting process pretty much since retiring from in-ring action. Styles has openly spoke about his new scouting role for WWE. Now the Phenomenal One is going into detail about what he's looking for during the process. And he goes on to say in the latest episode of the Phenomenally Retro podcast, he goes on to say, to give advice, I just got to figure out what the qualities. I don't know if there's ever been attributes that we have in wrestling that we want everybody to have. There's athletic ability, there's charisma, there's wrestling alone, talking on the mic, drive. That's the 5 I have as of right now. That might change, but in my head, I don't know. I don't need you to have all 5. If you have all 5, then just go straight to the main roster. Even guys on the main roster, including myself, I don't think I had all 5. I could do all 5, but I don't think I had a perfect 10 on all 5. I think it's very difficult, but they have some qualities that you can build on that we can send to the Performance Center. We can do better at your lowest one. If it's mic work, we can work on that. If it's charisma, we can give you the kind of gimmick that maybe you can get. You can now get some charisma through, because sometimes you don't understand the character and you're like not feeling it. There's been many guys that change into a different character and you're like, where has this guy been? And he named actually Bray Wyatt and Dominic Mysterio as examples of wrestlers that succeeded when they changed their gimmick and our presentation.
Beautiful.
Words from the Phenomenal One.
I mean, he is the Phenomenal One. He's the Phenomenal One for a reason. We've seen the talent that this man has. We've watched him literally grow in the wrestling business, and he has a scouting process. He has his seasoning. He's been around the business. He has all the experience in the world, and no better superstar to take note from.
Will, thoughts? You're on mute.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't hear shit you just said. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I got a text message of just trying to how I take my medicine and stuff, and I was just making sure I read it right.
That's fine.
I thought it said 3 pills at once, and it was like, no, 3 of them a day, just one. I was going to around be in a coma.
Yeah, chill, dog, chill.
AJ Styles said 5 what? Just real quick.
5 characteristics for a scouting process.
Yes.
Yeah, when vetting for new people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because he has a scouting role in the performance center.
I mean, I think that's good though. Like, I think that's one of the. I think that's a great way to look at it moving into there, of being able to decide like what talent to be able to bring in, not just off of nepotism, not just off of popularity, but being able to go like, hey, like what are you trying to do? And I think with someone like AJ Styles, who has been in various promotions, who has been at the top of the mountain of multiple different promotions, like if there's anyone that tells you, no pun intended, of how to be phenomenal, then this is the person that needs to be looking at that. And it's good to know that he has a criteria of what he feels like a superstar needs to be. Now I just want to see the ones that start coming out of his recruitment camp and like what happens next. Also, though, I don't like that he gave Dragon Lee the Styles Clash. Take that away from him. Take that away. Take it away. I'm cool with Leon Slater having it, but Dragon Lee don't need that. I'm tired of I'm gonna talk about that on kayfabe. Somebody explain. That's what I knew when our new segment is. Somebody explain it to me. Like how I want to know. Explain to me why Darby Allin is champ. Explain to me why everybody keeps giving Dragon Lee the rub. First raid, now 8. Like, yo, what is it about this dude? Because I'm not getting it.
It's funny. We had a conversation last week. I had a conversation last week about Darby, but I'm not even going to get into that fight last week.
Darby more I get. Darby I do more I get. He is very popular. I'm saying this not in the comparison as wrestling style or in-ring ability, but he is AEW's Jeff Hardy as far as like crowd and popularity. Like, y'all, they love him.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. So that's why I'm just like, okay. It's kind of like when Mankind won the title, in a sense. Like, we never thought it was going to happen. Would we like to see it happen? Yeah. And it happened. Same thing for Darby.
Like, you remember when Jeff won the title?
Mm-hmm.
And we already know what that happened. He leveled up for less than a month.
I wouldn't mind seeing what Darby could do.
I mean, he's gonna do good. Like, he had a really great match against Tommaso Ciampa on Dynamite, which I highly recommend watching. And he's gonna throw it back to Brody King next week, because if you saw the early years of AEW, the two of them like battled it out. And I would not be shocked if he faced off against Swerve, since they all grew up in the Pacific Northwest.
I want that. I want that, because if he beats Swerve, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset. If you let Swerve lose to that bitch ass coffin drop, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh God. Well,
it took you to go on 4 top ropes to pin MJF. Get the man. Never mind. Next story, Courtney. Before I start a pipe bomb.
God. I don't even want to, but we shall see. I mean, my last story probably is related to women's wrestling. Jamie Hayter, because apparently people were kind of questioning with Dynamite. She's recovering from an injury from Dynasty after a hard-hitting match against Tekla. She wasn't cleared for in-ring action, and that's why tomorrow night on Collision, we're going to get Persephone and Alex Windsor taking on Tekla and Sky Blue on Collision. But apparently they didn't reveal the exact injury, but she has not competed since Dynasty. But she did post on her socials that she'll be all right by next week or so. So don't worry too much. Jamie Hayter is going to be fine, but we do wish her a speedy recovery.
She'll be all right.
I'm not really worried. Jamie Hayter is going to be fine, but
yeah, no, she's too, yeah, she too tough. Like, she gonna be okay. I'm just glad she's not trying to be like that workhorse stuff, like trying to find like to try to keep going and stuff like that. It's like, don't do that. Like, if you injured, take your time, come back, keep giving us those dope ass matches she give us.
I think she's going to learn after she had that serious injury and with visa issues. So I think she is learning, but she's going to be fine. I'm not really worried about Jamie. But that's my last story. But is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Because I know Honey has 3 hours of SmackDown, and I'm sure she's going to rant during those entire 3 hours.
3 hours, y'all.
I would like to invite the mayor and Courtney on to kayfabe next week, so we can figure out the curious case of Jey Uso and the curious case of Damian Priest, as in what the fuck happened a year ago to now.
I'm down. I apologize about yesterday too, y'all. Like I just wasn't at home at that time. Couldn't get home fast enough.
Well, no, it was kind of hectic for me yesterday anyway. So I'd rather have it where we all prepared and on our normal time because we had to go early. So I'd rather do it like this upcoming week because we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming, and y'all can take y'all time to be able to get in. But yeah, I just want to know how we go from 2 world champions to now back to little cousin and being partnered with the comedic wrestler. No, and all respect to R-Truth, but it's like,
what are we doing?
Like, what happened from last WrestleMania to this WrestleMania?
So some circles might say Damian Priest is still winning. I don't know. I might have seen those circles that.
I mean, in real life, absolutely. But
Jay, I want to believe that they're still. I want to believe the arc is still in motion. Just because you see that, like, people really do yeet still. The audience is still high and stuff like that for his entrance and stuff like that. And I know he came out on IG just within the past hour and said he's the hottest wrestler out. Like, he really just said that. So I want to believe that we did the Usos thing, another meaningless tag title run. But like, he's still Pit Bull while Yeet Man. Like, he's still very much both.
It's weird.
It's interesting, but also with the fact too, Cameron took shots at him the other day on socials.
Cameron trying to get a check, and I ain't mad at him. He's trying to get a WWE check.
I ain't mad at him. He called out Roman to come on this show. I was like, I like what you're doing.
I respect it.
I like what you're doing.
Yeah, no notes on that.
He ain't gonna get invited to SummerSlam. That's in Minnesota, but you know what he's doing.
Yeah, you know what he's doing. I do like the fact that I had a theory when I was on the Snug Wrestling podcast, because Honey had brought this up and had me thinking. Because Roman said all summer we here. What if he dropped the title to Jay? Like, what if
Jay?
Nah, I think what if Jay turned on Roman along with Jimmy and joined up with Jacob?
It looked like that was going to happen on Monday, if I'm being honest.
That was exactly
when Roman was doing it didn't happen this past Monday. I think it might happen in the build-up to Backlash, where he said, "But can you handle it when you had the title? It's rarefied air up here." I thought he was going to look to Jay and be like, "He tried it and he couldn't handle it. That's why he's back." I feel like that's going to happen at some point.
That's what I'm saying. And then we still ain't seen the thing after Roman telling him, like, "Yo, you need to get serious and you need to go chase this title." We never saw that from him after that. So it's just like, again, people will disagree me when I say this, but CM Punk don't elevate folks. Like, he does the storyline well, but I've never seen people elevate from after facing CM Punk. Now, a lot of people try to say different. Like, they try to say, like, nah, like, Drew really stepped this shit up. I was like, no, Drew was already Drew and stepped up CM Punk's game with that. Drew been like this. It's just now y'all finally getting to see it because he's dealing with somebody that y'all like to come watch every Monday who don't necessarily entertain me all the time. So now that you see,
the main thing is that he's proved that he's a draw.
Yeah,
with the W stint coming back, he's a draw. He sells tickets for sure.
And that's it. But now you look at Roman. Roman elevates everybody around him. Roman is the one that convinced us Jay could be a champion. We never thought for a second Jay would go solo. And we sitting here like, okay, he's solo. His pinnacle will be IC champ. And then they changed all of that. So if there's anybody that can bring it out of Jay to be seen as a serious champion, it's Roman. And they still have unfinished
title on Cody.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
They former tag team partners. The story is right there.
Well, see, so the thing that they probably gonna try to push, and y'all already know what's coming. Sami Zayn winning that title next year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sammy
winning the Rumble.
It's gonna be Sami Zania in Saudi,
and then we're gonna have Sammy versus Jay at Night of Champions for the Crown Jewel Championship. Because although Cody and them was tag team, Sammy and Jay were the best friends. And so seeing them two elevate back into that spot, it's the Rhea and Liv thing. Cody overshadows Jay. Not in a bad way. It's Cody. He's QB1. So the mixture between the two don't match the way it should.
Yeah.
A one-off will be good. A one-off will be great to see between them, but the feud between Sammy and Jay, that's gonna be magic. If they both of them have to elevate to the next level of their character in order to make that work. You can't be the underdog and you can't just be the yeet man.
It's like now that battery in Sammy's back at some point this year.
Yeah, at some point. But that's why I think like a lot of that's stepping down, and that's why Cody is still champ, because it's like we can't have both titles go back to the old guard. Like this Cody we have is technically kind of new. Like the American Nightmare is new. Randy Orton has been over here 20 years. Roman Reigns has been here 15 years. If you have both of them titles on there, you're showing us you don't believe in the new talent yet. But you don't have nobody for Cody to get outshadowed by just yet. And you need somebody that's new and for a little bit more new to be able to strip him from that. But they haven't built nobody up to take that from Cody except Drew. But for some odd reason, and I still would like to know this as well, why doesn't TKO believe in Drew McIntyre? I think that's $1 million question that should be answered. Why doesn't TKO and WWE believe in Drew McIntyre? Every one of us wants to see him have, not just be champ, have a legitimate title reign where this man is defending this title at least more than 5 or 6 times and giving us tremendous feuds. Who the fuck is Dante Payne?
It's not fair. He got that in the pandemic. Dante Chen's been in NXT for a while. Started Level Up. NXT probably was on Evolve recently.
Wasn't he? I believe he was the first WWE superstar that was from Singapore or Hong Kong. One of those.
There you go.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, if y'all don't watch Evolve, y'all should watch Evolve.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of
I've watched bits and pieces, but I'm about to watch like.
And I saw what you said about the vanity. I saw what you said about the vanity project because that's who I followed at Evolve because they were no joke on Evolve. Like,
hey, they be wilding over there, but in such a good way.
Do.
Like Nikita Lyons that found her stride. So has like Wendy Chu. Like, I didn't know Wendy Chu was champ. So I
also go follow. You gotta follow them on. You gotta follow them on socials because some of the clips that they post out is really good.
A lot of their work is really starting to come to light finally, and it's good because they're actually really great wrestlers. Like they're really good talents, both women, But shout outs to them.
Yeah,
they're doing their thing, evolving. Love it.
No pun intended. But honey, I know you got to get ready because you got 3 hours for SmackDown, and we had a very interesting Friday for WWT Live, but we got to get you ready for Honey Night SmackDown at the top of the hour. But where can the people find you?
You can find me at Honey Night SmackDown at the top of the hour.
There you go. Will, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Will Farrell, PHARAOH. Tell people that like wrestling, that like comic books, all of that stuff, all that nerd stuff, come follow your boy. Let's follow. We done broke the goal of 50K. Now let's double up. Let's double up, man. Yeah. I need to be in Riyadh getting questioned on my ethnicity.
Said, where can the people find you?
I don't want to be found. I was in Vegas doing a lot of work, you know. I'll make a big social media push starting next week or the week after, whenever the Raw previews and stuff return. I can't tell you when they'll return. They will return in 2026. But watch SmackDown tonight. I have a good feeling that SmackDown is about to get glamorous.
That part right there. Well, the people can always find me chirping sporadically on WWT Live. Get ready for Wednesdays for Dynamite because we are on the road to Double or Nothing. So get ready for that because we're going to see Darby Allin versus Brody King, two former rivals that know each other very, very well. And also Kevin Knight versus MJF for the TNT Championship. Those two big matches in Virginia. You do not want to miss 2 hours of AEW Dynamite. Also follow me on ISPW Wrestling because I am back behind the commentary table because next week it's a Golden Ticket Rumble. A lot of people from ISPW are going to be fighting for the opportunity for the ISPW World Heavyweight Championship. So shout out to Tommy Fieri and the crew. And you get to see me and Honey at 80s Wrestling Con next month. Going back in time with the 80s, you'll see Wendy Richter, Ted DiBiase, Coco Beware, the daughter of the original Dynamite Kid will be there in the building. So you do not want to miss that. You can also follow me on my socials because I do have a lot of content happening. And since WrestleMania is over, Detective Courtney's on the case on who attacked Tony Storm because I'm going to do a little bit of a series run and have a few suspects, especially some that made the return. So you do not want to miss that. And it's going to be very, very, very fun to do. But shout out to everybody in the chat, our producer from the future, Dylan, Boza, Jeffrey, Special Little Nobodies, everyone in the chat for joining with us on a jam-packed edition Friday night jam-packed edition of WWT. And as I mentioned, even though we don't like anybody losing their job, we do wish them the best in their endeavors, and they're going to do amazing, amazing things. And thank you for supporting Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet, and have a good weekend.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.